landed on that title simply because musically I think it's unlike anything the fans have heard yet. It definitely took on this new sound, has taken on this kind of R&B rhythmic, still pop, but this R&B rhythmic overtone that I feel most connected with. But then also just as far as the content, like, you know, there was a lot of things that have happened over the last couple of years that made for a great song. I'm living on my own now, like I moved out of my house and I'm single now. There's just been a whole lot going on, a lot to talk about. I learned a lot about myself, I've learned a lot about women. I've learned what it's like to be with them and be without them. And I can't really figure out which one I like better yet. It's been an interesting process. I've met a lot of people I've been dating. I went on as a joke with my buddy and signed up for a month subscription on JDate. And the reaction was incredible because I went on and I put like 4 of my own personal photos, and they were like candid, like no one else had them. So it was obvious like you had to know me to get these photos. And I'm talking to these girls and I'm trying to get like interact, and they're just like, I'm sorry, I can't talk to you. You're not who you say you are. And I think it's ridiculous what you're trying to do. And I can't land one girl on JDate. Some of the material is definitely autobiographical. I wrote, like I said, my experiences just being in a relationship for 3 years, being with someone who was probably like my first real, like true love, and then, you know, coming out of that and being single and that whole process. I wrote a song on the album called It's Over. It kind of talks about like that initial feeling that you have when it's over. That's one of my favorite songs on the record. There's a song called My Baby, which is it's kind of that feeling when you're out with someone and they're like, you can tell like they're just total rock star, that every guy is turning heads for her.
Right.
But knowing that she's your girl is kind of like the coolest feeling in the world. You feel like the rock star. So that's a really fun track. JR wrote him, produced that, and we had a great time. This whole record was just really fun, you know? You know, I put the single on the MySpace page, and I've been getting such a positive reaction. Like they're really coming through, and I was nervous. Like I was really nervous because those are your fans, and you want to make sure they're happy. And yeah, the reaction's been great, and I certainly think a lot of those fans that were 16, you know, back in 2004, that are now my age, 20, 21, I think they're going to gravitate towards this song and this content for sure.